Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're sitting in front of my bookshelf and I thought we'd organize it together. So I have a free Monday today. No work, it's rainy outside, it's a gloomy fall day, and what better task than organizing the bookshelf? So this is my main bookshelf behind me. This is where I keep my extensive TBR, also the books that I've read in the past. In my living room, I have a smaller bookshelf. So I have books on that shelf that I'm reading in the fall winter time. So I already picked out my TBR and set them in there. So I know which books I have to pick from. And then I also have the books that I've read this year on that bookshelf. We're gonna start over there actually and get that all tidy because that one's a little bit easier. Okay, so now we're standing in front of my bookshelf that's in my living room. So on the top is my current TBR. We have fall and winter books over here that I want to get to. And then on these two bottom shelves are the books that I've read this year. So they're separate from my other bookshelf. And this is the bookshelf that I look at all the time. It's right across from my couch. So I wanted to have like the books that I'm thinking about right now on this one. On the top, I have a little bookend that's a basket that doesn't have anything in it, and then my laptop case. I also have a few little decorations on this bookshelf, but I feel like it could look cuter, so we'll probably redo that. Okay, a few other books that I have are on my TV stand. On the right are just books that I put there for decor during the summer. And then on the bottom are Reader's Digest books that I got at an estate sale. So we're gonna start by just taking everything off the bookshelf and then we will organize it. So it's all cleared off. I cleaned it, dusted it, wiped it down, and now we're gonna organize it. I don't know what to put on the top of this. I think I need a plant that like hangs down, but I don't have one yet. So on the top shelf, I'm gonna put my TBR back up there. That look cute? I don't know. Put a little candle up there. And pumpkin. And then on the next two, we're gonna put the books that I've read this year. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. The top shelf is my TBR. I took a few off of there just because I know I'm not going to read them in the next few months, so I'll put them on my other bookshelf. The second shelf is the books that I've read this year. So this is starting January, and then it goes to my summer reads. And then the last shelf continues the books that I've read this year, and there's a lot of room for more books. I put that little frame, a candle, and then that basket that doesn't have anything in it yet. I don't know what I should put in there, but this is what it looks like for now. We're gonna get on to the next bookshelf because that one's gonna take a lot of work. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a quick tour of what the bookshelf is looking like right now. So on the top, I have some random things. I have a Life Vac home kit and a fire blanket. I don't know why these are on here. I didn't know where to put them and I got them for Christmas, so those will probably go somewhere else. I also have a little plant up here, and then the top shelf is romance, contemporary romance. So a lot of these I've already read, and then on this side are the ones that I haven't read. The next shelf is contemporary fiction. I also have like random decor and things thrown on here, mainly things that I don't know where to put in my house, so I just threw them on my bookshelf. And then this little box actually has like keepsake items. I'm a very sentimental person and I keep everything. So these are all things that I haven't put in my journal yet. Just random things in here that I can't get rid of. So anytime I have something that I want to keep, I just throw it in this little box. And then the shelf is kind of random. It has a bunch of different genres. We have some autobiographies, we have some nonfiction, and then over here we have some poetry books, and then we have The Secret. I actually have 2 copies of that. And then just some little books that you can pick up and read like a few pages at a time. And then the bottom shelf is fantasy. This is actually the book that I'm reading right now. It's just thrown here. And then over here, we have on the top shelf, like some journals. We have my Kindle, an Adele and Beyonce CD. Again, this is just a disaster. I throw things on the bookshelf when I don't know what to do with it. On this shelf, we have my Ellen Hilderbrand books, and we also have a random calendar, some mail, and a field guide to backyard birds of North America, of course. I'm sure everyone has a copy of this. On this shelf, I also have some photo albums. And then on the next shelf is more like historical fiction books. We have the Bridgerton series. I don't have all of them, but I've been collecting them as I find them in the thrift store. And then the bottom shelf is classics. So we have some contemporary classics and some like old classics. And then we have some random world literature books here as well. And then I'll show you what's in the bottom of the bookshelf. I really like this because it has some storage on the bottom for random things that you don't want to see. So I have some things hidden away in here. I actually got this shelf on Facebook Marketplace. I really like the look of this bookshelf, but it is not a sturdy piece of furniture. So that was disappointing, but it still works. So in this first little compartment, we have candles at the top, so I have them organized kind of like seasonally, so spring and summer scents, fall and winter scents. I have this little basket with some fake flowers and some tapered candles. And then this basket is a basket of junk that, again, I don't know what to do with. We have a rescue mask, these glasses, just a bunch of random things that I don't know what to do with, so we'll keep that in there. This side is kind of like crafting items. So we have my Wool and the Gang knitting set that I have not touched. I bought this for myself 2 years ago for Christmas, and I hope we can pull this out this year. This is a full set that teaches you how to knit a scarf, and it comes with all of the things you need. I don't know how to knit, so this is going to be my first project. We also have a needle felting kit to make 3 little felt flowers. And then we have my Polaroid camera and some film for that. We have some little tie-dye kits. And then in this box, we have sewing supplies. So I have a little sewing kit, some fabric. These are all projects that I want to do at some point, but I never find the time to do them. And then in this box, I have like scrapbooking stuff. In my journal, it's kind of like a junk journal / diary. So I just put like so many different things in my journal, and I have a bunch of different supplies in here. Pens, papers, stickers, random stuff. So that's what's in the bottom of the bookshelf. It's honestly pretty organized down here, but I think we can throw some other things in here as well that do not need to be seen on top of the bookshelf. So we'll close that up. Let's take everything off the bookshelf, put it on the table, clean the bookshelf, and then organize it. These are the books that I had in the living room that I want to put on this bookshelf. So we'll start with these. We're gonna make piles with genres, so let's get started on that. So we have classics, nonfiction, like biographies will also go with the nonfiction, romance, contemporary fiction. I also need somewhere to set all of the little decor items that I have on the bookshelf, so let's try and figure out where I'm going to put those. I'm going to put them in this grocery bag. Also, I had to put my hair up because I started sweating. Nice. Great start. YA romance. The Summer I Turned Pretty books from, I don't even know what year that was. I think I was in middle school. Also starting a historical fiction pile. Some of these I don't know what the genre is. The Time Traveler's Wife. I'm just gonna put it in contemporary fiction. That's where things go when I don't know what genre it is. Like, is this fantasy? Is it fiction? The Unmaking of June Farrow? I'm not sure. We need to clean off the bookshelf now. This one is so dusty and I need a step stool. Also, I'm sweating so bad. My dad had to put these pieces of wood in the back to make sure it didn't tip over, so we're gonna do bottom to top so it's a little more stable at the bottom. So I liked the layout of the bookshelf the way it was, so I think we're going to start with that, with fantasy on the bottom left, and then over here is a smaller section, so we're gonna do classics over here. So let's try it and see how it works out. I've been thrifting the Harry Potter series. I have the first 4. We might read these this winter. So this shelf isn't tall enough for these books to go vertically, so we're gonna have to lay them on the side. Okay, that fit perfectly. That was very satisfying. Fantasy shelf done. Next is classics. This one doesn't quite fit either, so I'm gonna lay it on its side. I don't know how I feel about how that looks, but that's it for now. I don't like how these are laying flat and these are laying flat, but I don't know how to solve that problem because they're too tall. Technically, this shelf can be raised, but this one, oh, that one can too. But then these will be short. I don't know. I think we're gonna put the literature books by the classics. I think that looks better. Next we'll do the historical fiction. I don't know if Firefly Lane is considered a historical fiction, but it's set in 1974, and when I think of Kristen Hanna, I think of historical fiction, so we're gonna put that in on this shelf. Is Call the Midwife a historical fiction? I kind of feel like it is. The next category is random, nonfiction, autobiographies, self-help, this type of thing that doesn't fit in with any other genre. I think we'll put the other, I think we'll put this on the shelf. This is going in the historical fiction. Now we'll do the Ellen Hilderbrand section. Most of my Ellen Hilderbrand books are thrifted because she has so many and so many you can find at the thrift store. The only one that I have that I haven't read yet and that I actually did not thrift is The Castaways. And now the top shelf, my favorite is romance. Let's put those books up here. all of my books are on the shelf. Now we'll decorate it with some little decor items that I have. We have some journals and photo albums that I want to put up here as well, so let's do that. Okay, that's it for this video. Our bookshelf is so clean, so tidy and organized, and I think it looks amazing. I don't know when the last time it looked this good was, but I love how it turned out. I need to clean this more often. This is a space where it just collects junk, and it collects a lot of dust, so this needs to be a quarterly thing. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I find it so satisfying to watch people organize. I hope this did that for you, and thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.